The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 3rd. Yard line.
Here we go. At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check, check. Lucky.
Alert, alert.
24, check 24.
X3, 218, chopper.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That's complete to his running back, Connor. They give him a gain of 38.
Well, partner, it's pretty simple. One thing you don't want to see defensively, on the very first snap of the game, some guy running free like we just saw there.
Heck of a start for this offense, no doubt. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Topper!
First carry for James Conner. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Ravens' 30-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
That's trash.
He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 20-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Ravens' 22-yard line.
That! 180!
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Show that bench release and go. Easy. Hey, Haywood!
On 2nd down, it's Conner. Open space inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. 22 yards. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Check, check. 3 down, 3 down. Mike's 50, Mike's. Here we go, 50. Mike 50.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. Space to maneuver at the 40, as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and a Raven first. 2 carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game.
Jackson on first down. Dancing to his left. He's going, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 2nd and 9, Jackson, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He can run for it, and he will.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down. Ingram, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Mike 50.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Got a man, it's Brown. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson scoring on the 2-yard keeper as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Back, alert.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. These two teams all tied after one. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 25 yards that time. Back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
This time, Jackson will throw it. Forced out to his left. Touchdown, Ravens. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Washington 75 yards as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devin Bush coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch cover! Cover! Undercrunch!
Quick throw taken in by Snead. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
At the 43-yard line.
Ready? 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
It's our time. It's our time. Check.
On second down and 4. Jackson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside, not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Mark Ingram there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready. Check 37. Watch the
They run from the pistol with Ingram. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Jackson. He finds Roberts, complete. The 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Seth Roberts, 46 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right, now.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Single, single. Single, single.
Here's Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen.
Jack 16.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. Now Jackson on first down. Man open left side is Brown. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Check 99.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Jackson going to throw again. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram taking it in as the Ravens push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you've got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Roethlisberger now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Got to spin. 44.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to him.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
After the sack on first down, Jackson, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. Third and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
55. Check 55, Mike. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Here's Jackson on third and long. Snead's got it. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what...
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. But they're looking for him.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 55 yards. As the Ravens push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Roethlisberger. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Hey, look,
Hey, Alpha.
48 right now. Let's go. I got it. 48 for Mike.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Returnable for Thomas. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. Well done from a safety to come up there at the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle, too.
Yeah, he actually played into his position, didn't he? He's the strong safety. That means being near the line of scrimmage, cleaning up the run game, almost an extra linebacker, and he relishes the opportunities to put a big hit on a runner.
Let's go, D.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Brown. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The end result, 21 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On 1st down, it's Ingram. Joe Hayden there to bring him down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Jackson. And an alley to run. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the 1st.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They'll run on 1st down. Ingram trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Bud Dupree, a former 1st-round pick, in on the stop.
Right there. Dead, baby.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, Hey, 50. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Shut up.
Ingram again. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. On the draw, this is Ingram. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. This a 33-yard attempt.
A 33-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
The Steelers take over
Let's go,
1st and
boys.
10
Let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And an alley to run. Scrambling, not particularly a Roethlisberger strong suit, but he does get the job done there and gets a first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. On 1st down, it's Connor, and this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Easy. You draw quarter.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd
Hey, alert.
at the 44-yard line.
48 mic. Check.
From the 44, Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Under 10. 10. 36.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. And he finds McDonald. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Roethlisberger now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Roethlisberger going to get this one to Connor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. Now bad hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll run on first down. Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 46. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Jackson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10.
Mike 50, Mike 50. 3 buzz.
Another carry for the workhorse tonight. Ingram. And some room to roam now. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On first down, Connor. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll run on first down. It's Connor, and he's going to be met at about the 43. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like...
Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. On 3rd down, it's Connor. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Jordan Berry now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Early on, you hit on it. Needing to avoid the big play. Easier said than done, though. There's a big touchdown.
Yeah, but the big thing is when he does get his catches, you've got to tackle him and get him on the ground. Obviously, weren't able to do it on that one.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.